Welcome back for another review. Today we will be looking at the Action Bible. I want to preface this review by saying that it's not really a Bible. Okay, so there's a lot of information that's not in there. Um, this is geared more towards people who like comic books, children, teenagers, and things like that. Even adults. But my wife, she's into that kind of stuff. So she likes illustrated books and. She bought this for herself and she read the whole thing through and she loves it. Let's take a look at it here. It is basically a summary of the Bible and Bible stories, all wrapped in with a bunch of illustrations. And I gotta say, the drawings and the color in this Action Bible are really superb. This Bible, like I said, it's not really a Bible. Don't buy this as your primary Bible. This is a supplement reference material that you would want to use to your Bible. Like I said, kids would love this. It's got all the Bible stories, but with pictures, or most of the Bible stories. And I'll give you an example here. Here's a table of contents, and we'll go to, all right, we'll look at Moses. Here it's got Moses, and on page 117 it talks about the prince on the run, based on Exodus 2. So you go over to page 117, get over there. Okay, page 117, Prince on the Run. And it's got the story of Moses, his birth, and how he was brought up in Egypt and then ran away after murdering the Egyptian. This illustrated Bible, if you will, it is actually in chronological order. All the stories are in chronological order. So the books are not in the same pattern, I guess, if you will, as a regular Bible would be. So that's pretty neat. My wife really liked that. She liked seeing how everything went in order. A lot of good pictures, real colorful. Overall, it's very addictive. You don't want to put it down, is what she was saying. She constantly read. I think she read the whole thing in just a matter of a couple of days. Very good pictures. It's very true to the Bible. I mean, obviously, it's not word for word, but you can tell that they really did their due diligence in trying to stick closely as possible with the Bible, but more of a modern English, modern language. So it's easier for the young people to understand, and anybody really who likes illustrations and pictures. They depicted Jesus in the ways that we are typically used to seeing him depicted, with the long hair and the beard and the mustache. If I get back here to the back, they've done a really excellent job including most of the stories that we all know. I don't know if they're running out of room or what their thought process was, but they got it all the way to the book of Philemon. So they got all of Paul's letters, Romans through Philemon. And then when they get to Hebrews in the Jewish epistles, this is what they've done. They pretty much stopped with the illustrations. These are the final letters, and it's based on Hebrews through Jude, which are known as the Jewish epistles. And then just kind of give you a brief summary of each one of those little books. And then Revelation they've only done a couple pages for Revelation, the last book of the Bible. They really summed up Revelation. This is what I'm talking about. This is not a Bible. Okay, it's just for extracurricular reading. As you can see, Revelations is just 1, 2, 3 pages of illustrations for Revelation. So obviously a lot of information that's not there. But I think they're just trying to draw the younger crowd, trying to target the kids and teenagers with the pictures and whatnot, and trying to just kind of put out there the main stories that we all know and love. Then they got a Bible book index here in the back, and it's got all the chapters and verses and books that they actually did illustrations for and spoke about here. And that's about it. Highly recommended. My wife loves this Action Bible. Like I said, she read it in just a matter of a couple of days. I've glanced through it myself as well, and I found myself getting addicted, and it was hard to put down. But that's it, the Action Bible. Thanks for watching. God bless.